Quick disclaimer, myself, David Bed, ASX Trader, Master of the Markets, is an authorised representative of ShareX Australia, and this content is for general educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. A little bit about me, I've got a Bachelor of Education. I was a primary school teacher for a very long time and a certified financial technician through the IFTA. All right, let's get into it. Okay, what I want to do is go back to a month ago and show you how Bitcoin is doing exactly what we've said since calling the top, and it's moving down and it's still in its bearish market structure and where it's looking to go next. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to a month ago, past December 21. Back. Okay, here we go. So December 21. Okay, so let's go check this out, and I'll show you exactly what I'd put for it then. So we've had about... All right, Bitcoin. So like I talked about, we possibly might get a bullish bounce in this because of the XIJ, etc. as well. So let's just check that out and see what we're looking at. See if we might get that move up. So we've had about... So everyone's going to be looking at this kind of decline line coming down like this. All right. And let me just check out sentiment. It's amazing with crypto because sentiment comes back so quick. Still extreme fear. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. So again, you can already project what all the bulls are going to be doing. The minute you start breaking that decline, what are they going to say? Oh my God, we've broken the decline. You know, you can already see it. All right. So it would make sense that we're going to break that. We've had that bullish cross. We'll have, a nice move up through there. And from there, let's get that move up to, So a nice move up to this kind of area here would make perfect sense to me, up to this 96 to 101K. All right, so which would align back up with this trend line on the log coming up there as well. So a nice little A, B, C. Reset sentiment, get it out of this extreme fear. Watch this extreme fear come up to this 50-60 zone. Okay, really reset that, really nice. And a nice strong move there. So that's what I'm betting on, just looking at one chart. I'm going to go to all the other charts now and see if they see this. Okay, now we'll look at last Sunday, which is January 18th, how we got up there and what we were looking at then. So let's go in here, go down, and we can see.
All right, let's go into Bitcoin. All right, so we got our move. So I talked about this being the exact same setup as the last time, and we get that move up to the zag zone. This is the 302. So this is exactly what happened here. And what I want you to see is this. See how it came into, because then you'll know exactly where to exit or short if you want to. So see how it came perfectly into the zag zone. Came down, bought off there. Okay, that's fine. Why did it sell lower and then change market structure through? So can you see how that's the perfect short or exit, stop loss above, or etc. Okay, so three-way move, A, B, C into the zag zone. So that's exactly what we're looking for again now if it happens. So same thing. Exact same thing coming up into that zone, exactly like we talked about. So see this resistance. When it comes down, we should buy off it. And if it puts in a lower high and changes through, boom, that's exactly what you're looking for. See? Trend line break, change your market structure through, reject zag zone, change market structure, back out, shitty volume if it starts to go down. Okay, so that's the thing you're looking for. What I think is going to happen now, we're kind of at the, that perfect level I was after, the 50, exactly what I was after. which is what happens in a bear market. Everyone's on one side of the boat. Now, when was that? November. It's now 2 months later. Everyone's forgot about that quick drop. Oh, okay, wasn't that bad? I forgot about that. People have a memory of a goldfish in the market. It's crazy. We come back up. People are bullish again. Rejects the zag zone, falls away. Okay, so that's the roadmap. That's what we've been waiting for. We just need the data to confirm it. Okay, so yeah, just keep an eye on that. Look for that kind of 92.5 to get lost. If that gets lost, easy one.
Okay, and that catches us up to where we are now. So you can see that was this area here, and we came straight through that area. Okay, so at the moment, that is just a corrective move. Corrective, and it's still coming down. All right, so we would need to clear that 97 until things are good. And really, until we get above that 106K zone, that's the big level. Everything under 106, you've got to look at as continuation of the downtrend. Okay. So yeah, very similar setup to what we had here. We're just getting that corrective bounce right now and lower in volume. No change in market structure, just pretty much exactly what I said, reset sentiment. Isn't it amazing, right? Everyone was so fearful, extreme bearish, and then this is how you reset sentiment. A couple of months, not really much happens, but it resets them enough, brings in some more trap money, and then it rolls over again. Okay, this is exactly how markets work. So at the moment, yeah, nothing's really changed on my analysis of Bitcoin from when I called the top up here at 116, here at 116, 17K. Got that drop. It's still going to be correcting the whole move. Okay, so you're correcting from 15K, 127K. This will be the first move down. Yeah, it should still, for me, the best case scenario is that we come down below here and then continue on. And this is some kind of expanded flat where you take out the high, take out the low. But like I've said, I believe there's a good chance it's coming, you'll see it below 70, so high 60s. You'll start seeing stuff all over the media that Bitcoin's dead because you start going below cost price of MicroStrategy, etc. Miners, etc., stuff like that as well. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that, people say Bitcoin can't go below this price because of the miner costs. What they need to realize is you really need to look back on, let's go to gold. And historically and typically, this is actually how markets reset, is that in commodities, you actually often get long periods. So the cost of production of gold at this was around here. So as you can see, below or at, and even went right below, but for a long period of time. The reason why they do that is because every man and their dog becomes a gold miner up there because it's so highly profitable. What they do is that during the true bear markets is that they capitulate all the people that don't deserve to be there. The exact same thing will happen with Bitcoin as well, is that every man and their dog's mining Bitcoin because it's been highly profitable. However, history shows, and this is throughout all commodities, is that they go through extended periods. So 1982 to, that was 20 years of a bear market capitulating it. So then only the best survive that are ready, that have prepared for the bear market, ready for that next move. So the thing with Bitcoin is that you could have something similar as well. However, Bitcoin's a little bit different because as the miners come offline, it becomes easier to mine, and then actually the cost of production drops as well. So as miners go, it's not profitable and they'll start to drop off, and then actually the code becomes easier to crack a Bitcoin, and it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper that way as well. So you've just got to realize that it is that little bit different in that way as well. But I just wanted to show you guys that, typically that's how commodities work. Does Bitcoin work that way? We have no idea. We don't have enough data to know that, but just wanted to show you aware if you're hearing things like you cannot go below this price for these reasons, well, just look at history on other asset classes and it will kind of give you that answer. Yeah, so for now, guys, I've got nothing to talk about really on that one. It's still just in bearish market structure, really nothing to talk about at all. I would need to see it come up to 106, get a higher low and a change up like that before I get even remotely excited in it. And to be honest, There's so many markets out there, and there's other markets that are in massive bull runs right now. There's no point being in crypto right now unless it changes. I just want to show you exactly what you're looking for to confirm the bear market as well. So if you look here on the daily, back last time. Okay, and I'll get rid of this. And actually, I'll go to the weekly because it'll be easier for you to see. So if you look last time here, we are here right now. Okay, and you've got a higher low there and a lower low there, which can be what's called hidden bullish, which is extremely bullish. Okay, which is where bearish divergence turns into hidden bullish. What you're waiting for is that moving into convergence. Okay, so once this bounced up and then broke down, that's the convergence. That's the convergence, which means that the bear market won. If it goes the other way, which is this exact same setup's happening now, okay, you can see you've got the bearish divergence into the possible hidden bullish at the moment. It needs to move into convergence up. So you need to see that. If I get that, I would definitely go long. However, if this breaks down and it moves into convergence to the bear, then that's extremely bad. Okay, just like it did last time here as well, because that's actually showing that the bearish divergence moved into convergence into the bear market. What you want is the bear to go into hidden bull and move into continuation of the hidden bull. All right, so at the moment, it's a waiting game. I'm just waiting to see what these weekly charts do. But if we do get that change of market structure on the weekly and this moves into convergence, I will happily go long then. However, I also know that it can fall off a cliff massively if it does move into convergence there as well. All right, hope that video helps, guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.